Welcome back to Marlowe House Presents. I'm Andrew Marlowe.
I'm Monica Marlowe.
I'm sufficiently preened.
It's a good thing you went and found yourself a mirror, man.
This is the next best thing. I'm
I
gonna
know
be
this
honest.
is really nice. It's like really nice to be able to see us in like almost half size.
And in Technicolor.
I know. Well, I mean, we were in Technicolor.
Super fancy.
I know. It's very exciting.
It's actually been a lot of fun to have like some of the stuff start coming together and the way things are starting to look and shape up. We almost look like we know what we're doing and that we might be, professionals.
Lies. Lies and innuendo.
All right, maybe not really, but almost.
We're working on it.
I mean,
For what we spent on this, we almost should be professionals. We're going to start recording bands here in the basement.
You're getting paid now. You're professionals.
Yes, I know. And if you want to pay us more, you can find us at www.patreon.com/MarloweHouse. On with the show.
And on YouTube and other things where you can follow, like, subscribe, hit the bell.
Do all the things.
You can follow.
Lawyer up. Quit Facebook. Hit the gym.
I don't think that's. Is that
not what we're doing?
Is that what you do on Twitch? you lawyer up.
You're really just not gonna let that
It was
one
too
go.
funny. I'll have forgotten about it by next week. It'll be fine. It'll only be 2 episodes. That's how you know there's continuity.
Not on my Twitch. This joke will not die.
Thank you, Michael.
Yes, thank you, Michael.
Links and everything.
Yes. Ask and we shall receive.
And we have hit affiliate status, so if you even want to throw a few pennies our way, you can do that with bits. And some people I know have some of those floating around. And
chickens.
Well, I mean, chickens are nice, but preferably if they're already frozen and cleaned and frozen in that order.
That kid wants his tenders.
I made some of those.
Andrew's been making amazing chicken tenders. They are so good.
They've gotten better too.
Maybe one day we'll buy 3 packs of chicken tenders so you can have some. But there's almost never any. There's not normally a lot of leftovers.
And actually, after the last couple of times of making them, there are even fewer leftovers.
Yes, Thomas was so excited. He's like, he kept coming in to watch us eat. Do you like them? Because Andrew did something different.
Well, the flour I had been using has apparently been recalled or something.
Because so it has extra flavor.
Well, no. So it's been temporarily unavailable for like 3 weeks at the grocery store. And the last time I went, I was like, well, this particular restaurant brand gets it's the one thing that they get kudos for is their wings. They don't get kudos for anything else.
It was not good.
It was not good. Not good at all. So, with that in mind,
thank you, Michael.
I went over and did a
cornmeal.
McCormick's has one. It turns out it's made out of corn flour as opposed to wheat flour.
Cornmeal made out of corn?
No, it wasn't cornmeal.
It wasn't cornmeal. It was just
it was just a fry. It was a fry flour, but it was a cornmeal fry
flour.
Thank you. English is not
fry flour.
Phineas Flanagan.
So
the Fin Flan Man.
So when I poured it out and it was yellow, I was like, "Oh, this will be corn. This should be interesting."
And it was super crispy.
My first thought would have been, is it supposed to be this color?
Well, you turn over the box and the first ingredient says corn flour. And you're like, okay.
Actually, you could smell the corn.
Could you?
Yeah, it was.
You're not supposed to.
What?
You're going to do a line of something. It shouldn't be corn, Andrew.
I didn't.
White.
Throw some butter in it.
I don't think they had flour in mind when they sang that song. Get Fryer, baby.
Get Fryer, baby. Come on, guys.
No.
Tell
I
them
started.
tell 'em about the dance off to save the universe.
Why was the Shaun of the Dead? The Zed movie. Oh my
So
god.
anyway, so it was they were yummy, but in the waste it's morning, and you were on your way to the trains
Nice segue.
to face down
Need a
the
mix-size segue.
to go meet up with your two employers.
Who knows? I told the girl we wouldn't take her money. I couldn't promise her that I could make him dead. I can't.
Well, okay.
I mean, I'm gonna try, cause I love killing things.
Kronk, 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 kronk.
Yeah, we totally outrun those guys.
Mm-hmm. Outpace them to the train yard.
Yep. I don't know. Do we have to carry the trunk, or I mean, I guess someone else is transporting it. Nobody asked me to carry it. I didn't get paid for that.
You are shown to like a cargo car.
Okay.
Trunk has been strapped down to the middle of the floor, and there's enough room in here for the two of you to kind of hunker down on both sides of it in your armor.
Okay.
There's a little bit of room around it, but otherwise you're kind of like facing each other with the grate
So
between you.
the biggest risk we have is that someone will disengage this car and leave us out in the middle, but when they try to open the door, it'll stop because we'll be sitting in front of it. We should be fine.
I was thinking they're probably counting on us hitting each other in a crossfire.
Yeah, that would suck. If we turn our backs to each other, we wouldn't be able to see if something happened to the trunk while we were in here.
Pardon me.
That you were. I mean, if a little girl happened to come through the window and open it up and take the stuff inside of it out, we would never have any idea.
Get a look at the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
Monogrammed.
DD.
Yep.
Old steamer trunk.
Mm-hmm.
Just big enough for a kid to crawl in.
Kinda.
It's like we knew that was coming.
It's got some belt straps on it, as well as like locking, the locking, the heavy metal latches.
Uh-huh.
But it also has buckled belt straps
Okay.
that are worked into the actual way the thing goes together.
Okay.
So it's got a reinforced closure.
Okay.
Flannery here.
Yeah.
Fairly.
Fairly.
You're Flannery.
I'm Flanagan.
Flanagan. All these awful names. I just don't know what to do with myself.
Got a whole lot of F words floating around here, don't we?
Yes, I'm going to drop one here in a minute if you don't stop.
We get one to maintain PG-13.
Foosball.
That's not the one I'm thinking of. All right. So,
Farfik Nugan.
yeah. Are they thinking about bringing us food
Are any of his men here?
Yes.
in the car with us? Okay.
So is there anything volatile in here?
Should be okay.
That doesn't answer the question.
The boss didn't say it was dangerous that way.
Okay. All right. So, who's going to provide us with food, water, and the occasional break?
We can head back and do that.
Well, I would hope so. I mean, 2 days is a little long. He's going to get ripe otherwise.
Well, I take regular baths.
That's what I'm worried about. I've seen you put your leg up over your head. It's not pretty.
Take a beauty. Graceful, majestic.
Disgusting. There are people who would pay a lot of money to be able to lick their own. Oh, wait. So, yeah.
Okay. So
now,
you guys...
Now you get calves like mine. Breed lots of cows.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Play on words, yay!
I know. I still don't want to know. I don't want to know why you're breeding cows.
Steak. Veal.
We don't have...
I'm not vegan.
We don't have a ranch. Where are you breeding cows?
I had a life before this, you know.
Well, yeah. Anyway. Nobody cares about you. Let's go.
Bird cares.
The bird cares.
Ah! Tink, tink, tink.
Ah! All right. How long before the train leaves the station?
Not long.
Okay. Have we seen little Kara?
Nope.
Okay. She must already be on top of the...
And the train pulls out of the yard with a whistle and get up to speed. Doesn't take very long to get kind of cruising along. And you can hear the choo-choo. And Miles start to
Yeah.
sorry.
That's Andrew's "I'm reading your comments" face.
It is now. So, but the train, and it doesn't take very long before you kind of get used to the sway and the motion of the train, and everything kind of miles start disappearing behind you. About lunchtime, the kind of creepier
The undead
cohort steps in.
Big fella.
The big fella.
dude. Okay.
Food.
Thank you.
And he's got what appears to be a tray from one of the serving carts. So it's kind of, got that silvery sheen to it, but it's not silver.
Okay.
Covered.
All right.
Does he show up in the reflection?
Yep.
Okay.
I would like to actually
Not a
make.
vampire.
I'd actually like to make an ID and understand supernatural.
He's also been out in the daylight.
I would like to make an ID.
Okay.
Oh, shit, not with a 2. Unless it's really super obvious.
No, but as you're kind of giving him the once over, I will go ahead and say that 2 is enough to notice that
Well, I mean, it's technically a 3.
that he has a number of tattoos that you can kind of see poking out from around his clothes,
Okay.
but you can't make out what the tattoos are.
Okay.
I'll give him the once over.
Okay.
Oh,
15.
well, if only I'd rolled a 15, that would have been great.
You would definitely see the tattoos. And from your vantage point, you get a better look at them than she could, and you can actually recognize some of the markings. They are all alchemical sigils. Now, alchemy in this world is not just like magical chemistry. There's more to it. It is
Equivalent exchange.
there is a bit of that. There's a little bit of that, like, Full Metal Alchemist stuff kind of thrown in, but it's formulas and mathematics that have power. And so sometimes just writing it down or committing it to paper is as potent as doing other things with mixtures and elixirs and things. And so seeing alchemical runes means that there might be some sort of like lasting change made.
So he's basically living parchment.
Yeah, they've done something with the tattoos.
He's probably a golem of some kind. Once I find that out.
Doesn't really appear to be a golem with the 15. It's not the same. It's definitely a living body.
Probably things like skin hardening and
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. So he's altered himself to be tougher fighter and stuff like that. I've never seen the laundry files, so yes. Alchemical. I mean, there is a lot of different stuff. But yeah, someone just we've tried to like catch up on a bunch of anime.
What the laundry files are.
I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. I honestly couldn't say exactly what it was.
But yeah, it's like alchemy and numerology and a few other things kind of all rolled into one. But it's all about transmutation.
Oh, actually, it's not. It's actually a book or a series of books.
Okay.
All right. So in our spare time, we will read those books.
Or at least look into them.
Yes.
So he brings you this food and he sets it down on the floor. Not far off from, he kind of comes around one of whoever's sitting with your back to the front of the train. He kind of moves around, sets the tray in front of you on top of the steamer chest.
Okay. I'm thinking since you have an extra set of eyes, it might be better if you sit toward the front so the bird can watch the door.
yeah.
I mean,
Well, that also
there's
gives
really
me a
no
chance
good.
to maneuver someone around.
Right. Okay. Like this guy. Murder him in his sleep while he's awake. Okay. I'm all for that. All right. I do thank him for bringing us food.
Okay. He kind of nods and says, "No problem." And he walks out.
Wow, that's more than he's ever said. He must have been programmed for that.
I guess.
All right, what did they bring?
Sandwiches.
Okay. You know, I just realized I'm not even sure. Do the faceplates open up on this, or do we have to leave the armor to eat?
You could open up the faceplates, I would say.
Okay.
It's probably more like opening a tank, though. It's big and
It's probably easier to just pop out of the armor, honestly.
Yeah, but then we would be in here with the armor. We wouldn't be able to maneuver very well, and then we would also be unarmed. I'm just saying.
I know.
I mean, the whole point is that we be in armor. I mean, I don't know about you, but I
you
am
could take
shit
turns
for
eating.
fighting. But we could do that too.
or one of you could get out, grab the food, toss up to the other one who's hanging out of their helmet.
Catch. I'll get out of the armor.
Okay.
Basically, just leave it parked in front of the doorway.
Mm-hmm. There are basically sandwiches down here.
The sandwiches to basically sandwiches.
Sorry, sandwiches.
Oh my god, does that just mean they're peanut butter and
No.
bread?
No.
Butter and bread?
Butter.
Carved chicken,
Well, that's impressive.
cheese, lettuce, tomato.
Ooh. All right.
Can you tell if it's been tampered with?
No. I mean, I can try. Well, you're the one with the super sense of smell. I mean, you should be able to tell if it's poisoned.
For a sense of smell? Where'd you get that from?
Well, you just told me that horses are all about sense of smell and all this other horse crap.
Yeah, I'm not a horse.
My God, you're useless. Can my armor detect anything? Huh?
No.
Oh, you're fragging useless. All right, I'm gonna see if I can detect anything. I have an 11, untrained.
They seem to be sandwiches with maybe a sprinkle of oregano and basil and something else on the tomatoes.
This one has pot on it.
Oh, I'm gonna eat that one.
Okay.
Oregano, basil. And somewhere you went.
Haven't you ever heard that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well then I don't know why I have to explain it to you.
It was also an early subplot in A Few Good Men, but
Yes.
it doesn't make it.
And you rolled better than I did.
I did?
Yeah.
Okay. Of course it's not pot, it's oregano. It's a lot more fun when Andrew was going to roll with it, but oh no. We can't possibly do that.
No.
No.
Oh, flavor.
All right. Eat my sandwich.
Okay.
I want a sandwich.
The window, there's like a little hatch above you.
Okay.
Pops open.
Oh no, we're being
Oh, we're
Infiltrated.
being robbed.
robbed. Who is it?
And there's this tiny little face that sticks its way in, and then Kara drops in the rest of the way.
Did she wash her face?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. I make no comment then.
She is incredibly windblown and shaking a little.
Runs kind of fast, don't it?
She nods. A little faster than I thought.
Sandwich?
Starving.
So now that we've been sitting here looking at this chest for a few hours, is it going to be easy to pop, or are we going to have a hard time getting it open?
Won't be too hard.
Okay, good.
The straps just unbuckle,
Okay.
and then it's a single locking latch, and then two buckle latch. You know, the and they just up and down
Okay.
latches.
Well, hopefully she's got a key to it since it was her dad's steamer chest.
Right. She does have a key.
Excellent. I have a feeling it's going to be harder than this, though. I'm sure whatever's in there is going to
Is this car like in the middle of the train? Is it towards the front, towards the back?
The back.
Towards the back. How many cars are behind us?
The caboose.
Yeah, usually
Oh.
the last couple.
Yeah, no, this is such a setup.
Yeah.
Get back in my armor.
She's like, you want me to open it?
Yeah, but I think you're going to be disappointed. Go ahead. I get back in my armor.
Okay.
Is it like open sides or is it completely enclosed?
The car,
Mm-hmm.
it's closed off currently.
Okay.
But it's got
But
sliding
it's got the
sides.
massive cargo doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, maybe we ought to open one.
Gonna crack one.
Okay.
Have her unlock it, but we'll open it.
And then-
Have her stand behind
Okay, so
us.
as you open it, you can now see outside,
Uh-huh.
and there is a stagecoach.
Uh-huh.
With no horses
Okay.
closing on the train.
Oh, we have a problem.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what's inside here really quick.
It's an odd looking stagecoach.
Because there's no horses.
There's no horses, and it is billowing black smoke out the backside.
Is that like a common alchemical?
Coal
not-
powered
Not something you've seen.
Okay.
or something.
Or something. All right, let's get this thing open.
Pop the other side real quick.
There's another one on the other side.
Of course there is.
Okay.
The other thing that you get your attention drawn to are the 4 Gatling guns, 2 on each of these chariot, these not chariots,
Uh-huh.
but
Yeah.
stagecoaches.
Uh-huh.
There are two twin Gatling guns mounted to the top of each one on what appear to be some sort of turret.
All right. I tell Kara to go back to the caboose because it's about to get ugly. And like shove her out through the door.
Okay. So you like push her past as you start to get back into your armor.
Well, I mean we didn't open the doors until we were in our armor. The whole point was to have her behind me.
Okay. So you're like,
so we could open it so I'm already in my armor
okay, so
and
you're in your armor. when you
yeah,
tell her to
and
get
I'm
behind
like
you.
I was like, there are other people here who want this more than you do.
Okay. So, as you're pushing her back there,
Uh-huh.
go ahead and give me an initiative roll
Okay.
because the barrels light up.
Of course they do. 9.
9.
9. 9!
So you go on initiative 3,
9.
9.
which is just a hair slower than these guys.
Oh, we're so screwed.
Bullets tear into the side of the train. Wood splinters go flying through the air. Go ahead and give me speed defense rolls. You are impaired, however, because you're in a tight, very closed space. It is hard to maneuver.
Okay, does our speed, our effort and speed, does that count for speed defense?
Not this now.
All right. 13.
Okay.
Do I spend it? Do I not? You know what? I'm going to do it.
Okay.
Spend an effort. 14 on the die.
Okay. So you guys both kind of like quick, fast take cover behind the walls. The splintering wood goes flying everywhere. Bullets, you can hear them just pinging up your armor, making that ringing noise against the terracotta, the hardened terracotta, but nothing penetrates.
Yay.
So at this point, there are gaping gashes in the sides of the train car, and bullets have just torn through. What are you guys doing in response?
You know, something we've never even talked about.
Uh-huh.
What kind of armaments do these suits have? Do they have like shoulder-mounted guns? Do they have?
They don't have any sort of guns on them themselves, but if you want to be carrying like a Gollum-sized 6-shooter, you can be doing that.
Yeah, that's what
the
I thought we had
big
talked
baby.
about. So I thought we had talked
Yeah.
about.
They will effectively be whatever the, a light firearm, but they will, as far as like proficiency, but they will do heavy weapon damage and they will have the -1 to hit. But if you're trained in a light weapon for like light pistols, you can use them as if they were light pistols.
Okay. Oh, you know what?
Because
I'm actually
for your
not,
size, they are.
Actually, I am not trained in.
Or
light
you can be
weapons.
using blades or whatever of the same sort.
I'm just going to use my mind. I have an edge in intellect, so all of my powers will go off on automatically.
That sounds like a plan.
I know. That's why I'm going to do it. All right. Is it which? Will we both go? Well, do you want to go first? It's up to you. I mean, if you have to draw your weapon, I can go before you.
Oh yeah, go ahead and go before me because it's gonna take you less time to.
Yeah. Are there any people visible?
No.
It's just the weapons.
Mm-hmm.
All right, then I will onslaught physically the Gatling gun outside on the right-hand side, on my right-hand side.
Okay, so you're gonna lightning bolt the vehicle coming up on your right.
Yes. I am going to spend one effort to do that. Or yeah, one
Effort for damage or effort to hit?
effort to hit. Have you ever seen me roll? It's true.
They're big targets and they're not moving. Relatively, they're not moving very fast. They're cruising along, but so is the train. So your relative speeds are almost like they're standing still.
Okay. 18 on the die. Should have added it to the damage. Well, that's okay because I still get
That's
two
special
more.
damage.
I still get 2 more damage. So
Yes,
it's I think 4, isn't it? Isn't that what physical? It's 2 for intellect and 4 for physical. Yeah, so 6 total.
6 total.
Uh-huh.
All right, so you lightning crackles out of your armor, and you fire off a blast of electricity, and it lights up the actual like
Stagecoach.
the
part.
front seat of the stagecoach where there
Uh-huh.
should have been a person sitting, and you can see smoke kind of curling off of it, but it continues to roll.
Of course it does. Should have aimed for the wheel. Little did I know.
Windows on it.
Yes,
I'll take a shot at the windows.
all the windows have their shades pulled.
That's fine. Take a
Good.
shot at the windows.
Okay. And what are you using?
The gun.
So you've got like a
You
giant
know this
6-shooter.
thing.
Yeah.
Wow.
12 on the die. And I
Okay.
get it said it was it counts as a light weapon.
It for proficiency, but it is actually still the +1 to hit, or the
That's what I
+1
mean.
difficulty.
Oh, still the +1 difficulty.
Yeah,
Oh. Pooh Bears. Okay.
that's okay. So what'd you roll?
I rolled a 12 on the die.
Rolled a 12 on the die.
Mm-hmm.
So 9 is sufficient to hit, so
So it does heavy damage.
it does heavy damage.
So 6.
2, 4, 6, yeah. So boom, and there's again, like shrapnel. The window kind of like blows in. You send some splintering debris into it, but otherwise it keeps moving.
What do they do?
And they start to like angle in towards the train a little bit more,
Mhm.
and they resume firing. as if they never stopped.
Okay.
Because, time being what it is, they are still sending torrents of bullets. And so go ahead and give me another speed defense roll.
Okay. 17.
Now, bearing in mind, the train is still only moving at about 30 miles an hour.
Mhm.
So
I'm
you could-
about to leave.
Okay. That is if you don't just leap up on top of it and
I have far step. I don't have to do anything.
Well, that works too.
I just show up.
Jump.
Jump. All right, so 17 on the die.
Okay.
11 on the die.
Okay. So both of you hit your targets. Or actually,
There we
your target
we,
numbers to avoid.
Yeah, we
Um,
both dodge.
And so more bullets tear in to the space. I am going to go ahead and throw an intrusion your guys' way.
Of course.
The chest itself begins to buck as the shots actually tear through, the straps holding it down, and so now it's bouncing with the motion of the train.
Oops. Oops. Well, I mean, we couldn't have done anything about that. All right. I'll be back. First up. Actually, you know what? No. I am going to use my effort enhancer first,
Okay.
which gives me 1 effort for free
Okay.
for a round or for an hour.
Okay.
Because I have a
So you
feeling.
increased your effort by 1 for an hour.
Yes, because I have a feeling I'm going to need another effort here soon.
So that increases your effort, but you still have to spend points for it, correct?
I don't. Let me look that up.
It doesn't act. I would imagine it increases
I
your
think
effort, which
it's-
means you can get more oomph from what you do,
Let me look it up.
rather than getting an automatic effort on everything.
I thought it was on automatic, but I could be wrong. Effort enhancer. For the next hour, the user can apply 1 level of effort to any task, including a combat task, without spending points from a pool. The level of effort provided by the cipher does not count toward the maximum
Oh,
amount, so it is actually a free effort.
ooh, and it doesn't apply to your.
That's handy.
That's
Yeah, it is.
super handy.
Yes, it is. That's why I took it.
This is the last time I just let you pick.
Well, if I'm gonna min max, I'm gonna do it right.
I chose Eagle Eye and Dark Sight.
You dummy! There's so many much better ones in there.
But for me, those are kind of kick-ass.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
All right.
So I actually paused this round to
Activate.
activate my awesome,
Your awesomeness.
my awesome cipher.
Okay.
I didn't even know it existed until last week. It's probably a 99.
What are you
on
doing?
roll.
So you blinked over to the one?
No, she didn't leave.
Oh, you didn't leave yet.
She,
I can't yet. Well, I mean,
she-
I could, but I took an action.
She
so I
fiddles with
couldn't.
a cipher inside of her armor.
The terracotta is pretty sturdy, right?
It is reinforced terracotta, so it is as strong as steel, even though it is made out of clay.
You ready to run, girl?
That affirmative from the armor.
Running jump
Okay.
towards the one that we've already shot up twice.
Okay.
And my goal is to get alongside of it.
Not hard.
And then basically gonna
Like body check it.
not really body check it. I'm gonna swing almost like a leg sweep.
Okay.
so that the wheels hit the legs on the terracotta and kind of tip the carriage
Okay.
over.
Oh, so you're gonna kind of like put a stick in the spokes.
Pretty much.
Gonna
Nice.
try to spoke the
Stick the spokes.
yes.
I'm gonna
spoke the sticks.
I'm gonna
yes.
force it to hit the curb,
Nice.
ramp
Okay.
the curb.
Go ahead and give me a. Let's go ahead and make this a might roll, and you can apply your might effort that goes from your armor.
Cool. So that's a free. $14. Would you say that counts as control the field?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Okay. So it's gonna tip.
Yeah. So you flip that sucker over. Because you like spike those front wheels. You kind of like get your foot out there and it hits them and it just kind of into the air. And then as it hits the ground flat on the back first, and wood just splinters up the sides. And then it flops back down to the front, and that smoke that was billowing out of the back starts to just flame. And it's not exploding, it's just burning. So the whole thing starts to become engulfed in flame.
Cool.
Okay.
So there's still one on the other side.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go take care of it here after it tries to shoot me.
And this round it is not shooting.
Uh-oh.
And it starts to close on the train.
Okay.
It kind of like veers towards you.
All right. That's all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then I
It's all that you can see going on.
All right. So I will spend.
If you want to give me a intellect test
Oh, I would be happy
for
to give you.
perception, you can do that as well.
I will happily do that. I am going to re-roll that. Last thing I need is a free intrusion.
Oh, jeez.
20. Oh yeah.
Nice.
Okay. You can sense a little bit of transmutational magic,
Uh-huh.
alchemical power coming from somewhere inside that vehicle,
Okay.
and it seems to be targeting the train.
Okay. So Far Step. I know I've seen it in action in other games, but we've never really talked about how it worked.
It looks different depending on how you want it to look.
Right. So I want to Far Step inside the carriage.
It has to be a place that you can. It actually specifically says it has to be a place that you can kind of reach. You wouldn't be able to do it into the carriage.
Okay.
You could, however, end up on top of it.
Well, that's what I was thinking, but I was also kind of thinking it would be a lot nicer if I could actually just plow into it from here. And that's sort of what
It
I
wouldn't
was.
be if you want to do it. If you want to do it like as a straight line and you're forcing your way through it as part of like your leap, I will go ahead and let you do that. You could do like an electric powered leap because you've got all that electricity thing going on.
Okay.
You could leap and basically do like that Thor leap where he's like crackling with energy behind him.
Okay.
Almost like the energy carries you that distance.
Okay. So, would you rather I spent for shock or for Far Step?
Far Step.
Okay. So I'm going to spend for Far Step, and then I'm going to take my extra effort to...
And I'll let you basically make an intellect attack.
Okay. I'm going to spend 2 effort on it, though.
Okay.
Can I split the effort that I spend on it? Can one be for damage and one be
Yes.
for the roll? Okay, so... Alright. So that's what I'm going to do.
I'll say that this particular attack's going to deal 6 points of damage.
Okay.
Because you're basically body checking it with a very heavy.
All right. I have rolled a 12.
Okay.
So that's reduced by 1 step. I'm afraid to spend XP. Well, I guess if I spend XP and it's better, then it's still better. And if it's not, it's still 12. Oh shit, what did I roll there? I rolled a 15! Even better!
So it creeps up a little. And
That's a whole target number.
yeah.
Yep.
And so you slam into the side of this carriage. And you pretty much like plow through the wood paneling.
Okay. Sorry.
But you're not actually inside of it. You like just kind of like smash it in. So there's like a armor shaped dent in the wood where it's been squeezed in.
Okay.
And you're kind of like running alongside of it at this point.
Okay.
The whole cart kind of like rocks up onto its side and slams back down.
Okie dokie.
Probably scuffing some of your paint job.
Sorry. I apologize. This is one of my coworkers who I won't go into it on air, but I need to finish answering.
At midnight.
It's okay.
Okay.
When the way that mine landed, is it on its side?
Yeah, it's actually not on its side, it's on its back.
Oh, okay.
So when you hit it the way you did, it kind of like flipped up into the air straight this way and then came back down the backside and just kind of like crumbled and crushed. And is now kind of standing up with the wheels, up to the front.
Cool.
All right.
I veer back towards the train.
Okay.
Now I'm mad. Now the paint job has been marred on my suit. I'm going to take this pretty serious. Alrighty. I guess it's their turn now.
So on that initiative, you hear a terrible screech from the train.
Oh no.
Someone's pulled the brake.
Get back on the train.
Not that kind of screech.
No,
But
like it's being twisted.
But it is a metal on metal screeching sound. And the train basically pulls away from your car. And you can see that the coupling stretches impossibly long before basically breaking apart.
I was thinking about pulling the pin anyway.
It's almost like it was made out of putty.
Mm-hmm.
And it, that when you pull a putty real far and it's like holding its, and then it pops and it kind of like curls in on itself. That's what the two ends do.
Sorry, medical emergency. All right. So what you doing?
Running back to the train.
Good idea. Seems like
To
we're
the train or just your car? The car that's starting to slow down.
The car.
Okay. So, what are you doing, Monica?
I am going to punch this stagecoach.
Okay.
And I have an automatic effort.
Okay.
And that's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to use that to hit it because I just know better. But I am also going to use shock as a +1 weapon to my hand.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. It's a 7.
Did you roll another 1?
No, I rolled a 7. Now I rolled a 1. Thanks. No, I just rolled a 7.
Okay.
So
But you got an automatic level of effort.
right, so that takes it to a 9, and then and that's just for might defense. But do I get the +1 effort for my speed and might for hitting?
No.
No. Well, what was the point in giving us all that then?
It's for like lifting and carrying and doing things like running to catch up with something.
Oh, okay. I'd much rather pick this up and throw it then. Can I pick it up and throw it then? Is it too late for that? All right, so 7, it's a 9. It's probably not enough to hit, but that's what I hit on.
Okay. Actually, it might apply to damage too. Can I see that real quick?
Oh, sure.
Let me look that up. Because you got a good point, and it may actually apply to damage on that one.
Looks heavy.
So you hit it. What's your base damage?
Punch I think is,
I said it was 6, right?
yeah.
Oh, nope. Strength, including jumping, dealing damage, melee or thrown attacks. But it doesn't apply to attack rolls.
Oh, so it
Yeah.
applies to damage though.
Yes.
All right, so I do an automatic 7 because I spent for my shock, and then another plus
So 10.
10. Yeah.
So you plow into the thing and rip through the already damaged side and fire off crackling energy into the inside of the vehicle.
So what's inside the vehicle now that I can see it?
And you like rip your arm back.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't do anything this round.
Okay,
So
well
you
it's
can,
already
like-
done something.
Well, no, this is
Oh,
next
okay.
round. You
Okay.
hit it. It doesn't seem to be doing anything next round, and you kind of give it, an eyeball, and you can see that there's a figure inside in a fairly nice-looking vest and long sleeve shirt with like the sleeve cuff things. A 6-gun at his waist, and he's looking at you like, "Oh crap!"
Morning. And we'll get to the next round. And then we'll see how much, if he's wearing his brown pants or not.
He is conveniently in brown pants, and it's like a green brocade vest that he's wearing with a matching, not a matching, but complementary shirt underneath it.
Okay.
Is me
Is you
hopping back up into the car?
okay?
Trunk is still there.
Mhm.
Kids, did the kid make it to the?
In the caboose, in theory.
Okay. No trails of blood or anything.
Nope.
Okay. Throw the door open to the front of the front of the car.
Mhm.
The metal is still stretching.
It is already stretched and popped.
Okay, so I don't have to pull the pin or anything.
No.
Lovely.
You get a good look at it from where you are now, though.
Mm-hmm.
It appears that the steel has been turned to lead.
And is yours still running, or is it?
Well, it's running, but I'm hanging out of it.
Okay.
They're a little preoccupied.
Okay. Okay.
I have a feeling they're going to be not a problem for much.
And the guy inside the compartment here, the thing that you notice immediately is that he's got a fire, like almost like a kitchen stove behind him, and he is operating a set of levers built into the floor, into like units.
Do I have time on my turn to also throw open the door to the caboose?
You can kind of, not really.
Okay.
You have to do that on the next turn.
Okay, no, that's fine.
What are you doing, Monica?
I am now punching the very nicely dressed man in the caboose or in the stagecoach, because
But you can punch him. You can punch him in the caboose. But
I can punch him in the caboose, but he's
Butthead.
sitting on his caboose, so I punch him in the head instead. Oh man, I should punch him in the throat. Anyway,
Right?
so I'm gonna spend.
See?
I'm gonna spend intellect to weaponize my armor and my effort on the strike. 12 to hit this dude.
that's plenty.
Pound the crap out of his head. I mean, I guess I should probably wait and see who he is, but I don't care.
Well, with your armor damage applied to it,
He's smooshed.
he gets smooshed. You pretty much crack his head up against the other wall, and it just like pops.
So now my hand's out the other side of the stagecoach.
No.
Now ask him
I
a
know.
question.
No. It stops. It stops against the wall, and his head pops between the two.
Oh man, he messed up my armor again. I'm gonna have to kill him a second time.
He repainted it for you.
Well, I mean, my armor's name is Ginger. This seems appropriate. Jerk.
All right, Scotty, you
Hey,
going
go
back
see
to
if
the-
your guy's
Yeah.
Go see if your guy's alive.
Well, because at this point, there's only two places he could be. One's in the caboose. One is under the car.
Okay. Have we passed the car we were in then? I mean, because we're running at speed. Have we been slowing down as the car slows down, or
Yeah,
okay? So we aren't too far ahead of it.
the train is pulling off into the distance. It's moving away from you pretty quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you open the door. She's sitting back in the back of the caboose, crouched down as absolutely low as she can get. You can see that there are a handful of bullet shots that must have strafed down from the first car and into the caboose that go like above her head. So you can see like holes sending in light.
Mm.
But otherwise she's like laying down on the ground as low as she can kind of get. And she looks up at you, waves her hand. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Anything else coming? Like any more of these horseless carriages?
Nope, just the two. So far.
As it slows,
Mm-hmm.
hop out again, start running next to it, take a look underneath.
Nobody underneath.
Onto the side of the
You just kind
car.
of pull it to a stop.
Keep running.
Oh, you're gonna try to catch up with the other.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you start running. And the car continues to move towards the train. Then go ahead and give me a might roll.
On the table. 17.
All right, so you get it back towards speed pretty quickly. Just getting a good push on it. The terrain is working in your favor. It's not too terribly difficult, and you're just pushing it with your strength, getting it moving. So he's starting to get momentum on it back, continuing to keep it in the forward motion.
Why are you doing that? We were only paid to keep the chest safe.
We were paid to get it there safe.
Ah, shit. You're right. Okay. All right. Is there anything?
I'm
in
assuming
this...
you're pushing not from the caboose, but from the actual car you were using before.
Yeah, the one that had the loading doors.
Is there anything else in this stagecoach at all?
Not that's
Like
salvageable at this point.
Well, yeah, I mean, I did kill the best part.
Yeah, and you might be able to search it, but at that point, the train will be way out of sight.
All right. All right. Well, I head back over then to the train, and I also...
Flames at this point have really started to engulf the other horseless carriage, and that stagecoach is still not showing any signs of anybody moving out of it.
I borked it.
You borked it good.
Oh, yeah, I stopped.
Are you gonna start helping him push?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna go
the
over
other
and
side?
help. Yeah, I'm gonna help him push on the other side.
Okay. So you guys want to make a speed roll? Somebody can make a speed roll using the other person's work as an asset.
Okay. Well, then
You will have to use mine because I get no benefit from help.
you get no benefit from help. I don't know.
Loner.
I don't know. I rolled a 7, so it's effectively the same.
Effectively, at that point, mine's probably better.
Yeah, because yours is a 9, and mine's a 7, so I get you as an asset.
Yep. I'll let you do it that way too.
Okay.
I mean, you're both pushing it. You're doing the same thing. Might as well let you get the best result. So, between the two of you, you get it kind of up to speed, but you don't quite catch up with the train yet. It's still slowly pushing away from you. You're going to have to put on a little bit more speed.
You know what would be easier is if we took the chest out and ran with it rather than pushing these two heavy freaking train cars. The chest isn't that big. We don't know how much it weighs.
Right, but we don't know what's inside and what's going to jostle it, if it's going to...
Well, we should open it and find out.
Didn't say we couldn't open it.
Didn't say we couldn't open it, just said we had to get the chest there.
All right. Makes sense to me.
Okay. So you pop open the chest. Inside is what appears to be a gemstone the size of a watermelon.
Holy crap!
Is that alchemical?
I don't know. Let me look.
Um,
I'm gonna look.
Okay.
With a 3 and IDing and understanding the supernatural, is it alchemical?
It is somehow hardened something, but it is not a gemstone. It is definitely something alchemical.
If
Okay.
this thing hatches, I'm going to be so mad.
No, it's not an egg. It's not an egg.
That would suck.
If you had to guess, you would say it is raw energy of some sort.
Yeah. Okay.
Like hardened electricity.
Oh, well, I would know exactly what that feels like then.
like somebody like. So it's essentially a giant gemstone battery.
How far away are we from the previous town that we were in?
Um,
Now, we've only been at this for like a couple hours, right?
yeah.
So if we gave the gemstone to the girl and she walked back, and then we ran to keep up with the train, she would make it back before we got the trunk to the next town, or to wherever the train's gonna stop next time.
It looks like it's pretty heavy. It's like a watermelon.
She's resourceful.
Okay.
No, I don't know. I mean, you're right though. The longer we take, well, what do you think? I mean, is there anything on here that we could like figure out, like give her like a wagon? Like, can we get something together that she can carry it on? Pull it with?
Not specifically, but you might be able to find something in the.
I mean, there's also the difference between a couple hours on the train at 30 miles an hour versus walking all the way back.
Well, we can't take her back though. I mean, we don't have time to take her back.
She's gonna have to just go.
Well, where's she gonna go?
No, I mean, she's gonna have to go with us this way.
Well, yeah, but it would be easier if we just ran. It would be faster. We're never going to be able to get this thing up to 30 miles an hour.
So
we
she
are under
hangs-
burden.
So she hangs onto your armor.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I mean, the only way for us to do this is
I
to...
guess we can repurpose the straps.
Yeah, I mean...
Make like a
I mean,
makeshift harness
there
or
would
something
be
for her.
There should be stuff in the caboose, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, usually cabooses are... Actually, I'm surprised there isn't...
It's like a supply
Right,
room.
I'm surprised there isn't actually a train... Isn't a member of the train personnel on the caboose.
They
but-
probably paid for it to not be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's nobody back there.
Okay.
And you're not wrong. There probably should have been, but there was nobody back there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, so one of us will carry the well, we'll be able to see if the train stops. So one of us can carry the trunk. I can't think of the word. And one of us can carry the girl. And as we get closer, depending on where they stop, we'll be able to see them if they've stopped. And then we can decide what we want to do then. We have to come up with a story, though. Think about what we want to say. We got to figure out what we're going to do.
What happened?
Well, I mean, we could tell them the truth, but if we decide to take the stone out now, we're going to have a story for that.
Well, clearly, it was marked for theft.
Yeah.
So the easiest thing to do was to take it out of the chest, because that's what everyone's going for, is the chest.
Yeah.
You wanted it delivered, didn't say it had to be in the chest.
Well,
Deliver my cargo safe.
he said deliver the chest.
Chest becomes a decoy.
Well, yeah.
Throw a rock in it.
I don't think we can find a rock this big out here. We'll keep looking. We've got miles to run. We'll see what happens. I can't believe that the train hasn't stopped and started coming back yet. But anyway, all right.
So there's a cutscene, and you can see your contact, Colin Fairley, arguing with the train personnel who are like, we are not going back into a war zone. We don't know what those things were, but they had Gatling guns running full barrel,
Yes.
and something just ripped the last two cars off the train.
Cowards.
And they're if whatever it was that was in there in that car was so valuable, he should have paid for better protection for it.
We could just pretend we're dead. Turn around, go back. Are you laughing at them calling each other tools?
No, I'm laughing at that idea.
Oh, to just turn around and go back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Claim your. It's not gonna work. My legs hurt.
sorry. I mean, that's an option. I mean, we got paid half up front. We're only a couple of hours away.
Aye.
Of course, it'll look bad if that guy ever like finds us again, which surely he will.
Right. I mean, because how many power armors are there? Just running around.
Yeah, but how many Colin Fairleys are there? Surely we will run into him again.
It's true. He was a named guy. He had a name. He was important.
Well, it's midnight. We should decide quickly.
I say just go on ahead, because, frankly, I want to see the girl get her revenge.
Okay, well, we can do that then. All
Okay.
right. I'm up for that.
All right. So you pick up the pace. Are you taking the whole chest, or are you just taking?
Yeah, we have to take the whole chest. We don't want anyone seeing us running around with this stupid watermelon-sized gemstone. That would be an invitation to even worse things than just carrying a steamer chest.
Okay.
We can tell them that, Grandma's lace wedding dress is in here and we didn't want it to be damaged. I'm sure that'll work.
We're just running deliveries, man. We're the Pony Express.
So you start charging up on the train.
Well, I
Again.
wouldn't say we're charging up on the train. We are keeping pace. I'm sure
You're
it
trying.
hasn't slowed down.
Well, you kind of stop for a minute to grab all this stuff
Uh-huh.
and then try to play catch up with it. So go ahead and give me another speed roll. This time it's not going to be helping each other because you're not pushing it. You're just doing it on your own.
5 and in effort.
Okay,
that.
so Monica pulls ahead of you, Scott.
What
but
did you
neither
roll?
one of you,
2.
neither one of you is getting much ground on the train.
This is weird. It's
I'm apparently carrying the girl.
this thing is so ungainly.
We didn't figure out a way to strap it to your back?
He's making excuses.
Yeah.
Oh. Whiner.
He's justifying the fact that he rolled poorly.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give me another one.
What the hell? That's
I don't know.
2 in a row.
I don't know. I'm afraid to use my dice. They seem to be off this evening.
You mean like the fact that they're rolling well?
Mine rolled a 2. Mine rolling like 3s and 5s. What are you talking about?
17s and 18s for damage or for attack rolls,
I 117
and 118
and 120. I didn't roll an 8. Oh, I did roll an 18. Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
not normal.
No, that's what I'm saying. You're rolling really well.
But I have new dice. They're black. Nobody can see them but me.
And you're not rolling it.
I'm going to. It has the F. I have another F set of dice.
Oh, is that another F set?
Mm-hmm.
So did you roll it?
No, I rolled a 5. I have to roll again?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. I missed it. I'm like, I rolled a 3. Yes.
Okay.
I'm still running faster
You guys
than
can
you.
make one more.
Oh god, oh god, oh god.
Well-
Please be higher than a 3. What'd you roll? Oh man.
18.
He's catching up. 14.
All right. So you both start getting closer.
These are hard to read. I hate these dice.
Go ahead, give me another one.
Back to this one.
10.
12.
All right, that still puts you closer.
Oh my god, are we gonna have to roll all of these? Can't we just catch up? 18.
12.
Okay.
Ooh,
You
I
finally
rolled an
catch up with the
18.
train.
I get a minor effect.
Well, here was the thing. If you failed one more, the train was getting away from you.
Oh darn! Then we could just say we couldn't keep up, and then we would just show up like 4 days later. And...
I mean, it's not like we didn't know where it was going.
Right, exactly.
Right.
We're just gonna follow these
There are only
rails
so many options. The rails go that
that
way.
way. I think the train went this way. I'm going to follow its tracks.
Problem comes when you come to one of the junction points, but then you only have 2 options to follow.
Yeah, but usually when they junction, they merge.
Well, yeah,
They don't really.
they can go
Oh
away.
well, they could do that too. Yes, you're right. That would be a problem.
But
but
at the same
Winston-
time, you know where you're going, so
Yeah.
a little bit of quick survival checks to see which direction north is.
He thinks we have survival.
I do.
Oh my god, you have survival. Oh, we're in good shape. Now, if you just don't roll a 2.
Right?
So you catch up with the train, hop on, which I'll let you do because that's a jumping task, and you automatically lower the difficulty by 3 steps.
Oh, we're
Good
good.
effort. So getting onto the train's not really a big deal.
Yeah, but they'll know because suddenly it'll be
Whole
dragging in
thing
the
goes,
back.
the whole thing kind of shudders.
Are there other storage cars and stuff here?
No, the next car up is a
like a
like a
third
sleeping
class
car.
kind of. Oh, okay.
Actually, it's a first class sleeping car.
Oh, okay. I was thinking maybe it would be the seats only car.
It is Mr. Fairley's car.
Oh, well, he knows we're back.
It's a private car. So when you leap on, the door opens up and the really big guy is standing there with a hammer in his hand.
Okay, so when we leap on, I actually far step to the roof so that I can put the little girl down
Okay.
because I don't want them to know we have her. And then I dent the ceiling because I can.
Right. 'Cause it does. It just...
I really like these mechs. These are so much fun.
So he opens with a hammer?
He opens up and it's a sledgehammer. I mean, it's not like...
Right.
It's not like a hammer.
No. But he's holding it up, almost up by the head. And he's choked way up on the handle.
You know, if you break the handle off of that,
This
then
goes
you can call
one of
him
two
Mjolnir.
ways, fella.
It's like,
I got a chest, you got a hammer.
not planning on using it on you.
All right then.
You got it?
Tonk, tonk, tonk.
Good.
You thunking and your accent.
That's right. That's right. I did that. The sound effects only work if you actually voice them. Tonk, tonk, tonk.
You're the worst Foley artist ever.
Should see what I can do with the catheter.
Oh my god. Okay, carry on.
So, he says, the cat looks around, he's like, pass it in and wait here. Sorry. Pass it in, wait here.
I saw what you did there.
Yeah, it's a mistake.
It's kind of strapped me back. I can hang out here, that's fine.
I can hear them talking, so I just walk down to the other end of the car. Yeah, I'm not subtle about it at all. And then I drop down at the other end
Okay.
and basically block the view of them as I send the little girl through the next car,
Okay.
at least for the time being. And I knock on the door.
The door opens up and the other guy is there,
Shifty.
Shifty.
Hey, it's getting kind of windy out here.
Yeah.
Well,
it
and we
appears
don't
your
have
car's
a.
gone.
Well, that wasn't our doing.
I know. Mr. Farley says that you're welcome to come in, but the doors are a little small.
We can fix that.
He'd rather you didn't mess up his car.
I look inside at the ceiling.
Anymore.
Okay. Is it if I turn sideways, can I get in through sideways?
No. It's a narrow door to begin with.
Oh, okay.
Without your armor, you'd kind of have to like turn sideways a hair.
How'd the big fella get in and out?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean,
The back door's a little bigger.
Can we turn sideways and get in that way?
It only gives him enough room to. He kind of has to squeeze through that one.
All right. Well,
Actually, this one's probably a little bit bigger. You probably could fit through normally, but it's a tight fit for him.
Okay.
For you and your armor.
All right. Well, I'm not taking my armor off. Obviously, there are some seriously bad people trying to get that chest. So I hop back up on the top of the roof and put another big dent in it.
Okay.
Because I weigh a lot. And then I sit up there.
But you guys
like
can
the
sit
Max.
up there and
I sit up there like the Max.
do you sit the crisscross style or?
I don't know that our armor will do that.
Or you just kind of sit there with your legs like kicking over the side.
Oh yeah, Deadpool it is. I'm gonna color, swing my feet, play some music on my radio.
Want to thank your mother for a butt like that.
All right, so a couple of hours later, you start to pass into rockier terrain and hills.
Okay.
And then hills give way to mountains.
I
And
didn't know this town was that
there's
far
a
away.
cave.
It's not a cave, it's a tunnel.
It's not a well cut tunnel. It's more of like a natural tunnel.
Okay.
That you head into.
Well, I guess we probably have to leave the roof of the train car.
So you kind of like huddle down in the front and the back, and everything kind of like sails past. And as you come out, the light is like glaring bright as you head out into the sunlight into a fairly flat expanse on the other side of the mountain range.
Okay.
And actually, as you came through the mountains, there were a number of tunnels. The first one was sort of that like rough hewn, just sort of a natural cave, which gave you thoughts of like lava tubes.
Okay.
Because it almost had like an organic look to it. But as you head through some of the other ones, most of them are like cut, and they've got the like really smooth archways and whatnot. You finally come out on the other side, and it's flat expanse. But off in the distance, you can see this like shape of a city rising.
Okay.
Out in the haze.
So as we're traveling, when we're not in tunnels, May sort of hangs off the side of the train, kind of like a dog hanging its head out the window, because we like to feel the wind on our face as we run fast.
Right. So as you guys kind of head towards the town,
and I'd like to know where we're going.
Right. Up ahead, it's starting to kind of resolve itself in out of the mist and the fog, and started coming into clarity from the distance. There is an explosion from the front of the train,
Oh yeah.
and you can see cars just leaving the track in like this, like, you know, twisting, curling sort of slow motiony, you know, just crash. I mean, they're you know, the engine is kind of obviously kind of
About how many cars are between me and the front?
it is about 8 cars between you and the front of the train, and that is quickly diminishing.
Can
as-
I see through the car in front of me?
Not really. You can see over it.
Oh, I want it to
Sitting on-
land between. I want it to land
And so
between
they're
the
like
cars.
folding up on each other, and you can see that the wreckage it's just happening really fast.
I pull the pin then.
Okay, so you're gonna try to pull the pin, and we'll come back next week with that.
Okay. Yay. We're not coming back next week. Oh, we are coming back next week.
Yes.
Next week we will be back. It's the week
Yes.
after that we will not be back.
We'll see what happens. I'm not certain how much of a stream we're going to do. The hangout may be ridiculously short. It may not happen at all.
In 2
Stay
weeks.
tuned for that in 2 weeks. But this coming week, we will be back with Legends of the Wild Wastes, and we'll see what happens when this train wreck resolves.
That could be applied to every episode we run.
I'm Andrew Marlowe.
I'm Monica Marlowe.
I'm McFez.
Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night.